With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 31 yards there and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw. 15, check my 50. Protein spill.
Hey, switch gears.
Fire.
Falk now, a first down throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first. And his first carry, he loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season, with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you give a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Gordon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On second down, Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Bang, 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 bang. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown, baby, let's go.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. On second and 9, Falk. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Mike's 50. Hey, check.
Now here's Falk. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Combs. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go! Push him back. Push him back.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And the Chargers first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He may try and run for this. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Check 55 to Mike. Check pass, check pass.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
55. Right there in the middle. 81. Check right, check right. Shift, shift. Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. It's our time. It's our time. Kill, 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 kill.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Matt Flanagan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, we got Mike. Mike. Yep. Good track, good track. Mike 50, Mike 50. 2.
It's Falk out of the gun. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 62 yards.
First and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Topper! Hey, high 7.
Watch the boot. Watch the
Go.
Tricky's the mic. It's just me and you.
The play fake, now Falk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Chargers.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And some room. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 91 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Jaguars, nothing. Randy Bullock, set up to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he's going to go down again. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Watch the edge.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Right there in the middle. 55. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son.
This is Gordon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. A final shot before break. Ross. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 4 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go, Spurs.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
And
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On 2nd and 9, Falk nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Falk. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kenny Young, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And taken right on the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready? Put the flag. Eat. I'm coming.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
On fourth down. Falk. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the shotgun, here's Falk. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Falk. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. The Jaguars on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Operating from the gun. Falk. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. First down, and they go back to Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Hey! Motion backfield. 5.
On 2nd and 12, Falk. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Go, go.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Falk. He's going to loft one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Falk. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Eckler. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check 37.
Go.
On 1st and 10, Falk. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Falk under pressure again, and down he goes again. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Falk. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Out, 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 out. Hit it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough.